Hi guys, guess what? I'm letting this video leak from my Patreon exclusive reseller group. I want you guys to see a snippet, an example of the type of content I put on there, even though this video is a little different than the normal, but I think everyone can benefit from this. So I'm letting everyone have access to it, whether you're a Patreon or just a regular lovely YouTube supporter of mine. I hope you enjoy. Thanks. Oh, and by the way, the link to the Patreon is in the description box. So if you're interested in getting exclusive member-only content for reselling help for your business, check it out. You won't be disappointed. Hey guys, welcome back. I have another video for my wonderful Patreon members. This video is a little different because I've been thinking about my health a lot lately and food, and since I have been home working full-time from home, I tend to maybe eat like a lot or all day or blah blah blah. Point of this video is going to be your health and your productivity as a reseller, or in any job, your full-time job, side job, whatever this little whatever your gig is, whatever your side hustle is, or your full-time gig. I think it's really important to not just eat healthy, because I don't want to come on here and just be like, okay, you guys have to eat healthy and that's it, because that's not fair and that's not true. Somebody just pulled up next to me. Go figure. So I can't turn the camera around because I already tried, but I am down at the waterfront. You guys can't see. There we go. So that's what I'm looking at while I'm talking to you. And the water is about 3 blocks down the hill from my apartment. And it's the Hudson River. It's a major river that goes through New York. So I wanted to just kind of reflect and give you guys some tips and pointers on your productivity based on your health and what you eat. So what I want to say is, like, you are your business, okay? So if you are a reseller and this is your full-time job, you are the business. You're gonna sit here. It's so nice out. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna need to be productive and have energy and not be lazy, and that stems a lot from your food and what you eat. I wrote down a bunch of notes in my little book, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I don't want to forget anything. So your high energy and your quality of your energy and attitude will help to draw your customers. Whether or not you have a YouTube, they may not see like your energy, but this guy's like yelling next to me right there. So for example, in my business, I have YouTube. I want to be upbeat, I want to be energetic, I want it to be portrayed in the videos so people can feel that energy. And in order to do that, I have to, treat my body right and eat the right things. I can't just eat junk and fast food and frozen dinners and like stuff like that. Basically, so let's just get into my little tips before I just start rambling. I want to have you guys, as soon as you wake up in the morning, drink a glass of water. Your body, while it's sleeping, it's using up all your nutrients that you've had for the day before, and you're going to need to replenish those nutrients by a nice big glass of water in the morning. You may be dehydrated, so definitely start with water. If you want to have a cup of coffee, you can, but remember, coffee dehydrates you. So whether or not it helps you, wake up, it also dehydrates you. So you're going to need to balance that out with some water. Something else. So we're going to talk a lot about food. So in the morning, we're talking about have a glass of water. If you want to have a cup of coffee, that's fine. Don't skip breakfast. Breakfast is a huge part of your day. You need to start off your day
strong and energetic and with the right nutrients and healthy nutrients. You want to have some fruit, you want to have some vegetables, you want to have, some eggs, stuff like that, some milk, blah blah. You want to make sure it's going to be a healthy choice and not like pan fried hash browns or something like that. Because the breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You're replenishing all the nutrients that you've used up while you were sleeping. So, but still on the food kick, did you guys ever notice that if you eat particularly bad, like fast foods, greasy foods, fattening foods, stuff like that, it hurts to poop? Not to get gross, but not like the actual pooping itself, but your stomach. You get pains. It's painful in your tummy to go number 2. That's because you've ate bad foods. Your intestines and your body can't, process those types of things properly because we're not used to eating those types of things. Processed foods, grease, stuff like that, fats, saturated fats, all that stuff is not natural. So your belly is going to hurt and it's going to tell you, stop eating that. And if you eat healthy and you eat good things and you eat, like safe things for your body, natural things for your body, it'll be a nice, pleasant experience. I know that was like kind of like a weird topic to say, but I'm sure if you experience these tummy pains, you'll think, oh yeah, I did have McDonald's for breakfast and Burger King for lunch, and then I had some, greasy pizza for dinner. So that's why I had those tummy pains while I was going to the bathroom. Okay, moving along because I don't want to stay on the topic of number 2s. But we're gonna still talk about food. Something I'm not going to be on here to try to tell you have to eat healthy, you have to eat this, you have to do this, you have to do that. You don't. You can do whatever you'd like, but at least try to incorporate these tips into your diet, maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and you'll see a difference. You'll be more energetic, you'll be more productive, you'll want to get those listings listed, you'll want to go out to those stores and source and not drag your feet about it. So another good food to eat are dark greens. So that includes spinach, kale, Swiss chard, and bok choy. If you guys don't know what bok choy is, you can Google it and you can add it into like a stir fry if you're making stir fry, or even a salad if you want to throw it into a salad. Same thing with kale and Swiss chard. Kale can be made into chips. You can get the kale and massage a little bit of oil into it, sprinkle it with a little bit of salt, and throw it in the oven for like a half an hour or so on 350, I think. But that's neither here nor there. The Swiss chard you can pan saute with garlic and a little bit of oil, and it's very good. Kale, again, you can put into smoothies. I actually just got a whole bunch of groceries and for smoothies, and I'm gonna do like strawberries and blueberries and blackberries and raspberries. They sell all that stuff frozen in the frozen department, so you don't have to buy it fresh and it goes bad, whatever, and plus it's cheaper frozen, and then you don't need ice in the smoothies. But you can you can put a smoothie together with some kale, some fruit, some either milk or water or almond milk. I use almond milk, and some carrots if you want. Basically any fruit and vegetable you can think of that you think you would like, you can throw into a smoothie and have those like every other day, every 2 days, whatever, every day if you want, and you will notice a difference in your productivity and your energy levels. Kale is a big one to try to incorporate, but all these dark greens, what they do is they have a lot of hemoglobin, they have a lot of fiber, which helps you poop. They have a lot of vitamin C, vitamin K, and calcium, good for your bones. and the hemoglobin, which is important for your bloodstream. Hemoglobin is a protein that's in your red blood cells that carries oxygen from your lungs to the rest of your body. So you need that oxygen in your system to function. If you have low hemoglobin, you'll notice that you'll be anemic, which means that you are very tired all the time, no energy, no motivation. You're just like a slump, like a bump on a log, so you're gonna need that hemoglobin, that kale, to push the oxygen through your system and give you that energy so you're not tired, okay? So let's see. That's pretty much enough about food. I don't want to sit here and try to tell you what to eat and what not to eat. Just trying to give you some tips if you're feeling like a lack of productivity. And get outside. That's a big one. Like, I go to the post office every day to drop off my packages. I don't have to go to the post office every day. I can schedule a pickup and have them come to my house. But you know what? I like to get out. I like to, breathe the fresh air. And I notice that when I'm outside and then when I come back, I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get these listed. Like, my productivity and my motivation skyrockets. I just want to... I just can't stop looking at this view. I love it. I love it. Okay. So, get fresh air. Even if you open a window, if you don't want to go outside, if it's a little cold or if it's like doo-doo outside, open a window, get some fresh air in your apartment or your house, and because the air is a real big contributor as well, as mentioned with the hemoglobin in your bloodstream. Okay, so the last little tip I have is pretty self-explanatory. And you would think like, oh, well, why do you have to say this? Like, it's duh. Well, it's get a good night's sleep. I have a really hard time getting a good night's sleep, and it affects how I wake up. It affects my motivation. It affects my productivity throughout the day, because if I'm tired, I'm not going to want to do anything. I'm going to want to just take a nap. So what I do is I'm not on my phone when I go to lay in bed, because if you're on your phone or if you watch TV, the light and the sounds from your devices will keep your brain active. It'll keep your brain going because it's like following these sounds and these lights. So we don't have a TV in the bedroom, and we play on our phones for a little bit, but not that much. Oh God, I don't know what's going on over there. Also, we don't have a clock in our bedroom. So I noticed that when we did have a clock, I was constantly waking up in the middle of the night, looking at the time, worrying about what time it was and what time I had to wake up and how many hours I had left to sleep. So we got rid of the clock, and it's been so much better. I don't think they're fighting. I think they're just being loud. Anyway, it goes to figure that I come to the waterfront and somebody pulls right next to me and starts this stuff. Anyway, so yeah, get a good night's sleep. Go to bed early enough. Like me, it takes me a really long time to fall asleep, so I tend to try to go to bed by 9:30, because I know that by the time I actually fall asleep, it's probably going to be like 11. So, and then I just try to, if I wake up throughout the night, I don't have a clock to look at, so that's been better. And just try to take care of your body, because your body is your business, and you want to take care of it, and you want it to help you be productive, because it's going to show in your business. And I hope that this video gives you a little insight of some health tips that maybe you knew and maybe you didn't know, or maybe you didn't know how important it was. And if you guys like this kind of content, I can keep doing it, because I did take a bunch of courses in college on nutrition and stuff like that, so I do kind of know what I'm talking about. And the job that I had that I quit to be full-time reseller, it was a cancer doctor and blood disorder doctor. So I saw a lot of anemia patients, suffering from being tired all the time, and their health has a lot to do with it, like what they eat. So that wraps up today's video, and I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.